Yo, it's Marcus Morstini back with a video. Today we're doing the road to diamond for the one and only VMP right here. Using this gun, man, it's probably my favorite gun in COD Mobile right now. I was not a big fan of the VMP back in BO3 or really BO4. It's never been like my favorite SMG really, but it's always been a good SMG, you know what I mean? So credit where it's due. And in this game, it is another good SMG. And it's a more natural SMG as well. I kind of talked about this before because I've been using this gun so much. It's been in a bunch of my videos. I just hadn't gotten a diamond yet. And having a nice natural SMG in the game that performs like an SMG should is phenomenal, right? It's, 4 to 5 bullets to kill almost every time, right? No matter, unless you're way out and then it's 6 bullets, but otherwise it's, it's supposed to be that way. It's an SMG and it's really good up close. It's not like having the USS-9 where it's just like insane at every range, right? So it's a really good change of pace. Now, I don't have the mythic version of it. It's just, come on, it's just too much. Mythics are super expensive, so I'm not buying the mythic. But it is very nice to have the mythic. I will say the gun feels like it has zero visual recoil at all. And in turn, it almost feels like there's no recoil. So every time I pick up that mythic one, man, I'm like, man, I wish I had this thing because this thing is like insane. That being said, I feel like anybody who played on console, BO3, BO4 days, you definitely probably like this gun. This was a go-to fan favorite SMG. Probably one of the most fan favorite SMGs ever in Call of Duty. And I start off this game kind of cold, but I get on a nice heater, I think, in this life, or maybe the next one. I was running weird streaks, too. I didn't know these were my streaks. I think I have Sentry Gun, Stealth Chopper, and like a... what is it? The laser that comes out of the sky, like the XS1 Vulcan? I think it was. That's AW. That's what it was called in AW. I don't know what it's called in this game. Orbital laser, maybe. But yeah, I'm running super weird streaks. Look at this. I'm in the mix right here, just all over it. But look at that. Up close, man. I'm telling you, this gun is so much fun to use, man. When we don't have to deal with so many USS-9s, and you could just, use this thing. Like, this gun probably has a faster TTK than USS-9 up close. I doubt at range. I don't know. It's just harder to hit the shots. You know what I'm saying? So it can be, a little problematic to use. Also, ammo, which you'll see here soon. Running low on ammo. So that's, that's kind of part of just going on a streak, right? You're going to kind of run low on ammo. But here in this case, we are definitely, in need of bullets at a certain point. Overall, highly suggest this gun. I'll have multiple loadouts towards the end, just as usual with the loadouts. For grinding it to diamond, just put on the biggest magazine and just go into shipment, get your 10 kills as fast as possible, and just keep doing that. Same strategy it's always been. I think the magazine, the big mag for this gun is like 56 bullets. Maybe, no, 66 bullets, right? Because it's a base mag of 40 plus 26, which is a lot. Look at that quick scope. Oh, I've been thinking about, so I watched FaZe Scope. I don't know if you know who FaZe Scope is, but he's probably one of the most iconic Call of Duty snipers of all time. And FaZe Scope, and he's still doing it, man. He's still at it, right? Back in BO2 and sniping and Call of Duty was like the thing to be doing, really. It was so popular back then, right? Ill cams montages and stuff like that. Well, he put out a montage recently, and it was phenomenal. It was really good. So I've been thinking about making a sniping montage. I'm not a big quickscoper, so I got to work on that. I'll probably, I'm a thumbs player, so it's a little bit more difficult just with my layout and me really not sniping that often. And plus, the way I like to snipe isn't necessarily... how do I describe this? I described it like earlier today, actually, in game. But I like the nerdy like angles or wallbang spots and stuff like that. I don't really just like slide around with my melee, put the melee away, whip out the locust and quickscope people. You know what I mean? That's just not how I snipe. So that's, I got to work on that and see how I can do that and just become a better sniper overall. So that I have better montages and stuff like that for that kind of video that eventually at some point in time I want to make, because I've always loved those sniping montages. I went back and watched a bunch of the ill cams from back in the day, so those were super entertaining for somebody like me who kind of grew up watching that. Here, got my streak, got the Stealth Chopper out right here. Picking up this USS-9. Look at this spot. This is a perfect example. This spot right here. I'm looking through a tiny crevice trying to hit that shot, and I hit those sometimes, right? Not all the time, but you know, when I'm stationary and like on those spots on certain maps like Hackney Yard, there's a couple of them. I do love those spots. Hitting like shots on the cross on like Coastal. When you spawn in, you have to cross map them through mid. Like those kind of shots are kind of my thing. So that being said, I'd also kind of like to cover this gameplay a little bit more. After that death, you know what I mean, at 15-4, I kind of just fall apart for the rest of this game because like I was doing so good and then the game's almost over. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Definitely solid work out of me for this one. I had another gameplay that was of the same level caliber. It just didn't really, I don't know, I didn't have like a nice long streak in it, so I just kind of said screw it. But for this one, I did have the nice long streak and it did go well. I think the diamond camo update that they did is worth it, man. Dude, the diamond camo now goes in like the suppressors and grips and stuff. That was a good change. Like a nice little just like something, a little something for the people, you know what I mean? So I do appreciate them doing that. Also have the diamond HDR in this game as well. Yeah, thank you guys for supporting the channel. Just kind of wanted to let that out there. I appreciate like all the support that I've been getting, and just trying to get more consistent since I kind of took like a little bit of a break due to some stuff in the personal life type thing. So that being said, let's dive into this class setup. I did get MVP. With the heavy barrel, right? Going to go ahead and cover this. That's like a must-use attachment. It's like a crutch attachment, essentially, because not only does it do so much for like your damage range, but it comes suppressed. So I feel like when you're not using a suppressor in combo, well, you're kind of doing it wrong unless you're sniping. Even if you're sniping, I feel like you're doing it wrong. But this is what I'm using for S&D right here. This is my S&D version of the gun. I love it. I feel like it's just phenomenal. It feels great. It performs well. Having those extra 8 bullets is nice. Plus, there's no downside to it. Usually, I can get me like 2 kills with a mag. Because generally, you know, I'm not going to hit every shot. Sometimes I will. But, you know, generally I don't. The big magazine, definitely the mag drum is what you need to be using when you're grinding this for camos. Just because you're going to need those bullets. And you're going to need a lot of them. So it just helps. You know what I mean? If you need to get 10 kills quickly, get the 10 kills, then you can just call in your streaks and be done with that match. That being said, that's pretty much all I got for this gun. I like the Bandit adjustable stock. I know other people might not be using that, but that's just what I prefer. And then the Black Ops grip, I've been mixing the grips up. Sometimes I use the Black Ops grip, sometimes I use the pineapple one. It just kind of depends. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus from Orsini, and I'm out. Peace.